Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site as an archive post thingy, and for extra support everything is done also on Patreon. And any kind of updates and such I go about on Twitter X platform, like live streams. And just a quick update, I will try to do live stream of the Shadow of the Tree as soon as it's available on my time zone. I think that there's already been an patch launched around 6 GB on Steam. It's already been downloaded and installed on my PC. But in terms of availability, I think it's going to be at 2 a.m. at my time zone. And I assume it's only going to be downloaded starting at 2 a.m. automatically. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming later, at least from my time zone. I will assume it'll take almost an hour to download the thing and then install it and be prepared. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But tomorrow, during the day, for sure, I will try to get around and stream the DLC. There has also been some a trailer launch for Elden Ring. Just a PSA, you might get some spoilers out of it. Again, I think I've been spoiled. I don't know. That's the feeling that I had, mainly because of what it appears on the trailer. Probably some bosses stuff that might be spoilery, and some of the dialogue. I didn't pay too much attention because I didn't hear very well because of the music background. But it seems that something might get spoiled there. So if I were you, if you like spoiler-free stuff, I advise you not to watch that trailer, just to be safe there. What else? In terms of I will try to push more live streams from the Shadow Tree so I can avoid myself some spoilers. And if you want to accompany me on my journey on the DLC there, I will try to make it more available. And again, the VODs then will be launched. Everything will be properly tagged with Shadow of the Earth Tree. So if people want to wait or something like that, they already know that. Or okay, this is not about the base game. It's going to be it's going to be on the thumbnails and on the titles. Shadow of the Tree will be identified so people don't get the wrong impression and don't get spoiled on the DLC itself. I respect the fact that people want to go blind by themselves on this journey, and I will try to do my best to put on everything that I can that I'm playing the DLC itself, so people don't get spoiled. What else? I think that's it regarding the channel. I will not alter the active gameplay series that I have at this moment in terms of scheduling. Later today we will get Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and tomorrow it's going to be Dead Space remake. But yeah, other than that, I will push a little bit more and trying to get around and stream a little bit more on the Shadow of the Earth Tree. But yeah, it's going to take a while until we complete that. From the reviews that we saw, we might get some people taking almost 100 hours to complete the DLC. So yeah, there's a lot of content there. So yeah, basically that's it regarding channel news. Let's go to the news. We got some breaching from on AMD. A lot of stuff compromised there. Supposedly future product source codes and other confidential information at risk of exposure. I think many of this doesn't have to do anything with clients, even though they said that they have customer databases. I will assume it's like company customers or customers that are companies databases. And yeah, this is not good. I condemn wholeheartedly this kind of breaches here. Especially peoples that work inside these companies that they have their data stolen, because as you can see, as an employee, if you are on the database of a company, you've got your address, your supposedly your financial records to get paid when the end of the month reaches, and for sure some family some family information, I will assume, like sons and spouses and all that jazz. Yeah, this is not good. But yeah, these guys, what they do is steal data to try and leverage the information that they have, like tidbits I will assume, for example, employees data that is confidential to the company, only they will have that to take some leverage on getting the ransom out of that information. But yeah, AMD already confirmed that they were breached, and they are working with law enforcement, I don't know, from FBI's, Interpol's, all that jazz, to see how they can get around and solve this issue. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll, in the upcoming weeks, if this data is leaked from the guys that stole them, you will see a lot of rumors regarding especially future products that usually gives more the click attention on the sites there. Source codes and the such is also a shame, because again, it's usually proprietary stuff from the company itself. It's not good. But yeah, I don't like any kind of this. And I think this group also in the same day they cracked or invaded other companies. I'm not sure which ones. I think I saw it on Twitter or something like that. I'm not sure if it is on this article. Yeah, I think it's not on this article. I cannot highlight anything on here with a little extension that I have. But I think they already also did a breach. They managed to breach another company. I don't remember which one. But yeah, this is not good. I don't like it, and hopefully this will get resolved quickly, and the hacking and the hackers can get caught. And I don't know if it is jail time that it's on the laws where they are caught on, but yeah, they be processed accordingly to the law. We got another situation here regarding hardware, which highlights the fact that the 12-volt power design, it's flawed from the get-go. We got this company is called AINEX. It's a power adapter, for an L-shaped power adapter for the 12-volt power pin, and basically on the product itself. Again, here in the notes, we will not provide support or compensation if damage occurs to devices other than this product, such as graphic cards or power supplies, due to the use of this product. Please use at your own risk. So basically, they will not issue any kind of refunds except for the adapter itself. And yeah, and you got here, if the connector is not inserted, do not use the conversion adapter pull from the connector inserted, do not use any cable. Again, even that, and do not guarantee the work in or combination. Again, they don't even guarantee anything, basically, and they say use it at their own risk. The only thing that they have here, which is kind of extra, is the blue thingies. So as long as you see the color here, it seems that the power adapter is not properly inserted on the GPU. Again, this only reinforces the defective design of this 12-volt power pins thing. Again, I will reiterate this every time that I get a chance on, and any time that I see this. We got something similar with cable mods, but they had to they guaranteed that it worked, and from all the reviews and all the people that talk about this, they say the cable mod adapter was excellent. But again, because the design flaw of this system of 12-volt power pins, even the excellent product that cable mod came about didn't work at the end, because it was the product was based on a foundation that is deficient, and yeah. They had to refund a lot of stuff. They have to cancel the product altogether. They made an official recall of their own adapters. But yeah, mainly because they guaranteed that it worked, and they were even issuing refunds to some GPUs and the such. Yeah, it worked for a while, but then for them not to file bankruptcy, they had to recall all the products that they have launched. But yeah. Again, my overall, and the fact that I'm not an engineer, especially electrical engineer, but again, from what I know from electricity, first things first, the physical connection is way too small. It doesn't allow any kind of tolerances, or allows very low tolerances for any kind of user error, whatever you want to call it. I think that these little pins here should be the same size as the PCI 8 and the PCI 6, the ones that we are used to getting around. Should be at the same size because it's already the specification of those cables and those connections are already more than tested and proved. Again, it will lend itself to a bigger connector physically, but still it will lend to like a small footprint, a smaller footprint than having like 3 PCI 8 connections there, because 18, 8, 16, 24, this is a 16 connector, so it's less 10 pins than 3 PCI, and to a certain extent, the 4090, I think you have to have 4 plugged in. So yeah, 16 is half of 32. And no, yes, no, 12. This is 12 pins plus 4, so 16, counting with the sense pins here. Sorry about this mess. But yeah, 12 is way less than 32. It's less 20 pins. So yeah. Even if it was the pin size as the normal connector of 8 PCI 8 or PCI 6, the way that we used on all the GPUs and the such, if it was taking the same kind of specification but reducing a little bit, it will always reduce it a little bit, even if it was 12 pins. Because the tolerances on those PCI 8, they can handle like the double of the power of the current there, the cables and the connectors in themselves, than the max that is outputted there. So yeah, they could have eventually cranked up a little bit there. I think it will be safer and more effective. And even having the sense pins, it's okay, because it is a thing of power stages, allowing on multiples of the. So it can handle 600 watts, 150 each sense pin can unlock basically 150 watts there. But yeah, it's a shit show. Again, I will reiterate that one of the things that led me to not invest on a 4080 or on a 4090 at the time I built my PC and went for a 7900 XTX, I prefer to have the free PCI connections there for my 7900 XTX than trying to risk myself getting my GPU burned, or having even if it doesn't happen, you always have this nagging feeling that the connector might not be properly connected, always checking, always fiddling, which to a certain extent will always worsen the situation itself. And the fact that it's a thing that I didn't like when it was announced there. And after the reviews, we saw immediately after the first 2 weeks, we saw a lot of some issues coming about. Even though it's not a huge issue in the overall scheme of things, in a sense, in terms of the universe of these connections, the fact that it lends itself to a lot of user error, and I think what to a certain degree helped to avoid a little bit of more stuff happening, is the fact that people are so worried that always like trying to see if the connector is on, and yeah, this is not good. But yeah, let's stop about this, or else I'll get 1 hour rambling about this situation. But yeah, again, if I were you, my recommendation is avoid any kind of GPU that has this 12-volt power pin there, if you can. If not, Godspeed, and hopefully nothing happens to the GPU that has this 12-volt power pin. We also had some stuff regarding Google, regarding the premium subscription now. I don't use YouTube Premium because from the subscription that you pay, you don't get a lot of good service, and for that I will refer to Louis Rossmann. He has some videos regarding this. He's very pro-consumer YouTuber. For sure you already know him from the repair shop that he had on the Mac stuff, and a lot of videos that he does. He basically closed his business in New York about a year ago or so, and he's now working a lot on pro-consumer stances from testimonies in court files and lawsuits and all of that jazz. and I think he's working with a foundation to for pro-consumer stuff there, especially right to repair stuff on USA, and fighting all the brands that are anti-consumer. That, and he also talked about he got some videos out of the YouTube Premium, and I think again. In YouTube Premium, supposedly you can download the videos that you watch, but you can't. You can download it, but for you to watch the videos that you downloaded, you have to be online to see the videos, so it doesn't make any sense. So it only occupies space on the memory that you have, being a cell phone or a PC, and then to watch it, you have to be online. It doesn't make any sense. Plus other annoyances that the YouTube Premium subscription has. So it doesn't provide a good service for the price that you pay for. And with that, a lot of people try to work around with this, trying to get around in having a cheaper subscription fee by going around using VPNs and using VPNs on regions that have subscription fee lower. And now they are YouTube is basically outright just canceling these subscription models based on the location. Again, it is what it is, but still, again, it gives. It's not the right way to going about it. I think that they could have done this in a completely different way, just outright canceling without any reasoning or something like that. They could have launched. We noticed that you are using your YouTube Premium account mainly from this region, that it's not the same region where you sign up for the services. Is it possible to whatever to update or something like that? And maybe people will outright pay the extra difference there. Yeah, when you start treating instead of trying to upsell the product, that people admittedly got it by going through a loophole. They just outright cancel you. But if funnily enough, when companies use loopholes, that there seems to be no issue there. They just can get along and use those loopholes infinitely. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you got also a lot of people for sure that might use this service, and for example, if they change residency, that they have to travel for whatever business reasons or stuff like that, they have work on another country, they are also getting outright cancelled from the service that they were subscribed to. Yeah, this is not the way you go about this. Plus the fact that YouTube is working very actively against ad blockers. Again, instead of providing a proper service, even if on the free tier, if you provide a better service, people will start not engaging on getting workarounds on your service. Yeah, again, it's the main philosophy here. If you treat your clients and customers right, they will happily buy the product that you have. If you're all about shenanigans, we've got similar examples like Adobe. They overprice stuff there. They have hidden fees all over the place, and of course, a lot of people will start. You will see a rise up in, for sure, pirated software from Adobe. For sure, that is one of those things that are going to happen. And you will start to see people trying to work around YouTube Premium. Not that much in terms of trying to have a hack version of this, but they will continue to try and use any kind of shenanigans that can use, being VPNs or other means, to try and get around and use a cheaper price or from the one that they are on the region, in this case of YouTube Premium. But yeah, launch a better product. It's the same thing from gaming perspective. What Steam did for piracy was basically make it null void almost, at least on the PC sphere. There was a huge decrease since Steam rise above everything, because it made it easier for PC players to access legal copies of games, and the deals that they have, like seasonal deals, like the Steam Fest, the Next Fest, the summer sale, the winter sale, make it made it easier for publishers to make some money out of the pirated copies that otherwise wouldn't have any kind of sales, even though there is some studies that prove that a lot of the pirated software games in this case usually if the game is good, it usually translates in a good rate of conversion of people. Okay, I pirated this game just to test it out. I will this game is good, I'm going to buy it. I think that's why Steam is trying to I don't know, incentivize publishers to put demos on the Steam page of the game. I think it's a better way of going about it, because there was I think there was a correlation between I remember when I was younger on PC and even on console, you got the magazines that they from time to time they got the CD-ROMs with some demos from upcoming games, and all of a sudden that thing stopped, and I think that's when piracy, at least in terms of piracy, it went up a little bit, because people cannot, if people don't get the preview of the product, especially on games, to try it out and see if it's something they will like, they will not buy the product itself if they can avoid buying the product there. And sometimes you lose a lot of customers because, okay, I managed to pirate the game works, the game is good, but now that I started playing the game, I better finish off, and then they never buy the game. But then again, there are some convergence there. If the game is pretty good, people tend to invest in a good product. That's the overall philosophy. Make products good and fair priced and with fair conditions, and be explicit about those conditions, and people will buy your products. Basically, that's my main gist. I will start rambling. I'm too rambly today. But yeah, regarding games, we got supposedly Star Wars Jedi Survivor will get supposedly gets rated for PS4 and Xbox One. So the previous versions of consoles. Again, this is very strange, given that the game was launched 1 year ago, give or take, and it's been nearly a year since we got any kind of updates. Yeah, I'm not sure. While it's, again, good news, because it's some people that have PlayStation 4, this kind of latest gen, the last gen consoles might not have the current gen, which is PlayStation 5 or the Xbox shenanigan naming scheme there, might get access to this game. Yeah, it's a little bit worrying because they didn't update the current version of the game. If you've been watching my Jedi Survivor active gameplay series, we still have some issues here and there, especially on the processing side. You've got some weird tiling and weird effects still appearing. Other than that, I don't remember, kind of might get some here and there's, nothing game breaking. None of it is game breaking per se, but it could be a little bit better if they invested a little bit more time optimizing the game there. But yeah, the fact that is launching supposedly to a lower powered console version, given this is Unreal Engine, if not mistaken, this game, I think it's Unreal Engine. Yeah, it's Unreal Engine, this one. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be a very good product to begin with, given that it is very demanding on the hardware, this game, at least from what I've been seeing. I'm not sure if it's going to work out very well, but yeah, at least they are trying to open up and get more sales out of this. The game itself is not bad. It's a huge improvement on the first one, the Jedi Fallen Order. It's bigger. They expand a little bit the first mechanics introduced there, and even in lore-wise, let's say story-wise, your Jedi abilities that you start off, so the double jump, even the force push and pull, you get all of that from the previous game, so it's good. They got a lot of combat stuff that is improved also. Yeah, it doesn't have like the reset thing that you usually have on sequels regarding these games, so it's kind of cool there. Story seems interesting so far. I've been progressing slowly there. Got some. I don't have any kind of big issues except for the optimization of the game itself. Other than that, the game seems pretty good. I don't have huge complaints. Except some nitpicks on combat here because I'm used to From Software kind of the combat style with stance breakings and interruptions on actions and everything on the combat there. It's the only nitpick that I have. But yeah, if you're used to playing a lot these kind of games, you will know what I meant here. But yeah, other than that, we got Elden Ring again. This trailer here. I'm not going to read here. Yeah, again, it might seem a little bit spoilery, especially at the end here. We got some previews of stuff. I think we got some Mikala thing that, yeah, might be inducing to some spoilers. I think we saw some enemies that might be like huge bosses. Yeah, might be a little bit spoilery. So I kind of regretted watching that. For sure, as I play the game, I will flash back to this trailer for some stuff that for sure will happen on game. Might be a recall for this trailer. But yeah, they I think they overreach a little bit here. But yeah, it's only one day ahead of the game's the DLC launch. So yeah, my recommendation is don't watch this one. I don't think it's worth it. It's just less than 24 hours until the DLC is out. So that is that. We got some more images from Black Myth Wukong. Again, this seems to be preparing to be a contender of almost GOTY. It seems to be pointing out again, it's not sure, hopefully, yeah. Oh, it will have de novo at launch. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, I think this is going to be de novo is not very good. But yeah, I will assume it's something regarding the Unreal Engine 5. I will assume it's on the package there. But other than that, the images, new images are promising. The quality of the video seems pretty good. They reject all the political correctness, as they say, regarding consultancy there. And yeah, I don't see how you can be politically correct on a fable on the ancient Chinese myths. It is what it is. But yeah, hopefully this will be an excellent game. Again, I will wait for reviews for reviewers that I trust to give a recommendation or not. But yeah, hopefully everything is on par to be an excellent game. And lastly, we got Bandai Namco Summer Showcase set for July 5 at Anime Expo. I'm not sure what we're going to see there. Probably Dragon Ball, Sword Art Online, Gunman Breaker. I don't know. I will see if we have anything worth checking with Bandai Namco. Again, we for sure will not have any kind of new From Software, given that Bandai Namco usually is the publisher, international publisher of the games from Software. But yeah, I will see if there is anything that catch my eyes there. But yeah, other than that, this is all the news that I get for today. Got some deals still. We got around one day until the Resident Evil franchise sale is up. So I'll leave all the Resident Evil games on the description below so you can complete your collection. We got the Invincible is still on sale, 34% off. We got Dredge, 35% off, and we got also Death Stranding Director's Cut, 50% off again. It's a stamp of approval from what I played from the game. It's Kojima at its best so far that I've been seeing, in a non-Metal Gear Solid IP, of course. On DOGE, we got a bunch of new games entering on sale. I've got some recommendations. Alien Isolation, 75% off. Days Gone, again, you don't need any kind of shenanigans with PSN accounts here on this one, especially on DOGE. And it's 75% off. It seems a pretty good game. We got Deus Ex Human Revolution's Director's Cut 85% off, and Deus Ex Mankind Divided Digital Deluxe Edition 85% off. This one has the Season Pass. We got Jagged Alliance 50% off. Again, this is one of those kind of squad management, going around the map and doing stuff there and hiring mercenaries and the such. Seems pretty good, turn-based combat there. I think it's an excellent one. And then last we got the Metro franchise bundle, 84% off. So the free games, Metro, the Redux version of the first two, and Metro Exodus with all the DLC, 84% off. I think it is an excellent deal. And that's it for today. I will wrap up with my plug on my Patreon for extra support. Again, the extra support is mainly for me to be able to get a storage solution, to get backups of stuff that I do for my clients, and of course some extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, I apologize for the early ramblings there, but yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.